Mechanism Monday, Greed Gang. As a part of its fourth quarter earnings call, UMG, Universal Music Group, that includes such notables as Def Jam, Interscope, Motown, Quality Control, Capitol, Virgin, Island, Aftermath, Republic, and plenty more, announced its strategic organizational redesign would result in $271 million in annual savings in 2026, with the first phase of $81.3 million in 2024 and $135.5 million in 2025. The redesign was expected to include layoffs they've been hitting at for a while, and now, well, about a week ago, it was announced that Warner Music Group planned on cutting 800 people. Atlantic Records announced additional cuts of like 24 people, and Sony is expected to trim its staff, although the rep declined to comment. But these cuts are especially wild when you take into account that in its fiscal year 2023, UMG earned net profit of $1.37 billion on revenues of $12 billion, and that's reported from the company. With that said, one time for the good brother Ray Daniels for highlighting what I think is the most important loss, and that's of all the newcomers with big dreams and bigger ideas getting caught in the crossfire of greed and stupidity. Don't give up. This business needs you. Second, my condolences to everyone who survived the cuts and now faces burnout from needing to do the jobs that still need to get done with less people to do them. I've been there. And third, I want to shout out all the artists and creatives who fought all this time and came all this way just to run into some bullshit that's not their fault, but is sure to widen the cracks creators fall into every day. You definitely deserve better. But for me, the emphasis on saving money over curating real talent is where the financial institutions that rely on creative output tip the balance beam too far in the wrong direction. I fully acknowledge that every business needs to be run like a business in order to stay in business. But in the business of selling creativity, if the product isn't the priority, what is? It would appear to be profit. So the product gets worse because you spend less money on it so you can make more profit. The services you provide the artist who produce your product get worse because you've got less people doing more jobs and bordering on burnout to provide them so you can make more profit from it. You even tried moving the bar backwards, so that was once considered inferior is now standard, but a 40% dip in sales tell you that that ain't sustainable. Unless you find the money you lost by providing the bare minimum somewhere else, like in the salaries of over 800 people. Listen, I haven't seen anyone's books, and I could honestly be way off base. But if you really think that over 800 jobs aren't being cut by short-sighted people who have no real clue or concern about culture, creativity, and what it takes to move both forward, and that after announcing billions in profit, UMG really needed to save money that isn't going to their artists or to their employees, answer me this. Where exactly are those damn near $250 million in savings going to? Hopefully, they spend it on a therapist and an eye doctor, because if you don't see greed written on the wall, you are definitely out of your mind.